Good evening and welcome to Guna Matters for all football fans where your opinion matters. Yes, through all the days, problems, Wi-Fi problems, computer problems, some sort of delays. I was supposed to go live at 2:30 this afternoon. I was supposed to go live at 7:30. Supposed to go live at 5 to 8 or quarter to 8, 5 to 8, and now it's 10 past 8. And my apologies, first of all, to all of those out there who perhaps waited and now can't make it. My apologies. So as you could see, the possible incoming stars. And we wave goodbye to a player that was linked with Arsenal for a while. So, in my opinion, Arsenal is not doing good business. But you're going to have to wait for more of that on the other side. Welcome back. Good evening again. Guna Matters, a channel for football fans all over the globe where your opinion matters. Subscribe to Guna Matters. Please help to keep this channel afloat. For the notifications, you can hit the bell and leave us a thumbs up if you like the channel. And of course, as you can see here, subscribe. Please. Where do we start? This guy, Emiliano BUENDIA. He was linked with Arsenal since December 2020. And now Villa has chased and Villa has made an offer better than Arsenal. And so many reports out there saying that Arsenal are battling for players with the likes of Aston Villa. Aston Villa being a lower ranked team in history. Currently, they're not so low. They are a good team, and I like their play. I like their style of play. I like their players. And this guy, Emiliano BUENDIA, the Argentine, has been linked with Arsenal for the longest time. And in my opinion, I would say don't get Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard is a good player. But because you were linked with this guy for a while before you eventually got Martin Odegaard on loan, you should have taken him on loan with a clause saying in the contract, on the loan contract, saying a purchase clause in there by the end of the season of 2021. You will be an Arsenal player. And that deal should have been negotiated. But instead, Edu, the director, that is still so green, opted for Martin Odegaard. He did wonders for Arsenal for the last part of this season. But I don't think the business was ever going to be that Martin Odegaard is going to be permanent at Arsenal, because there is no such clause in his loan deal. So knowing that, why do you opt for a guy that you won't be able to buy on a permanent basis? Emiliano Buendia was keen to come to the Emirates. He was keen to make the Emirates his playground. But Edu went and put all his focus on Martin Odegaard, knowing he's not going to get a permanent deal. He will be lucky if he'll get an extension on a loan deal, but I doubt that because Zinedine Zidane is no longer the manager and coach for Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti is back there, and that guy, Ancelotti, is a fan of Martin Odegaard. Do you think he's going to let go of that guy? You know what? In business, there's so many things that can happen. Of course, Real Madrid is also very unstable in their business dealings, so it can happen that he can come back to Arsenal for a loan deal. But I would not put my hopes up, and I would not dream of it because, firstly, he always have wanted to play in Real Madrid in the first team since he's been signed at 15 years old. Secondly, the manager, Carlo Ancelotti, is a fan of that boy. I mean, even said it after the game we played against Everton. So I don't think you will see Martin Odegaard in a Gunners t-shirt. But there's other players that are linked to come back or come to Arsenal. Is these three guys: Romain Faivre, Matheus Pereira, and Michael Olise. Now, as per the reports that has been saying, Matheus Pereira is from West Brom, and they were relegated after we won them. And the reports are saying that West Brom endured a miserable season back in English top flight, winning just 5 league games as they were relegated back to the Championship after clinching promotion last year. However, one shining light for the Baggies was sulky playmaker Matheus Pereira, who bagged 11 goals and 6 assists in only 33 league matches. The Brazilian is valued at just 11.7 million on German football site Transfer Market, a price that would be a steal for the Gunners considering he is just 25 years old and also is Premier League proven, although West Brom would likely hold out for more. Now, I always say tried and tested is very important in the EPL. Look at Nicolas Pepe. Nicolas Pepe had to wait for a whole season before he could perform in English Premier League. Yes, it was climate changes. Yes, it was living arrangement. It was the new setup, the new environment. It was all sorts of factors that will allow a player not to perform. Pereira has been in England for a while. I mean, he came up with West Brom and now he's gone down with them. So 11.7 million is not a bad deal. 11.7 million is a good deal. The reports went on saying that the diminutive midfielder mostly operates from the right flank but has also frequently featured as a number 10 in a 4-2-3-1, a system Arteta has favoured since the Gunners win against Chelsea on Boxing Day, with West Brom potentially having to accept a cut price given their relegation back to the Championship. Pereira would be an astute piece of business for Arsenal this summer, considering his age, versatility, and creative expertise. Now, with him in an Arsenal shirt, I've seen what he's done against the top teams. In fact, he scored a goal against Arsenal. So he is a good player, and he is a very prolific left footer. But then again, is this report for real? Is it really that Arsenal are linked, as the reports are saying, with Matheus Pereira? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Again, we are in a season where a lot of hype are created amongst the medias, the podcasts, all sorts of things. So one can only but speculate and only jump on the bandwagon to report on those things. And the next player, his name is Michael Olise. He's also from the Championship. And I mean, many fans has been saying, why aren't we not looking into the Championship for players? Players that can make a difference in our team. Players that can stand up against the likes of the Liverpools, the Uniteds, Man Uniteds, the Spurs, the Chelseas, the Manchester Cities, Aston Villa. The reports also have been saying that Michael Olise has been previously linked also with Aston Villa. That would be a joke if that were to be true, that Arsenal will lose out to another player that was linked with them to Aston Villa. Look, there's still chance for Emiliano Buendia. There's still chance, but it's unlikely that he will come because he's gone for medical. As per the reports, that is not carved in stone, but he has gone for medical. I'm not sure if it has been confirmed. I didn't see anything, but it would be a joke if this guy will also, and Arsenal are really red on his head. It would be a joke if he would be stolen by Aston Villa from Arsenal. Now, Reading starlet Michael Olise showcased why he has attracted attention from several Premier League clubs as he helped guide his side to an unexpected 7th place finish in last season's championship. The Hammersmith-born playmaker could be one to look at for the Gunners this summer, possessing all the necessary tools to become an elite-level attacking midfielder throughout the course of his career. Olise, who bagged an impressive 7 goals and 12 assists in the league last term, has just 12 months left on his contract at Reading, meaning Arsenal could pick him up for a cut price this transfer window. The idea of Olise joining Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe at the Emirates is a mouth-watering prospect for Arsenal fans, given all 3 wonder kids are under the 21 of age. Now, this is field stats, where you can see the star is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals. 2 of them from outside the box, and the rest, the 5 was inside the box. He had so many shots, I can't even count. He had so many shots at goal. And it says here that Olise has provided 9 assists this season, with 5 of them coming from set plays. So, again, this tells me that he has the ability to pass a ball. As you could see, all the stripes across the field, that is all passings. The solid round one is all shots, and the stars is the goal. So 9 assists and 5 of them from set pieces tells me that he's able to take free kicks, corners, and of course would lead to goals, which is something that we have been lacking in our team, because the set pieces that was taken mostly from corners was Ceballos, Pepe, Odegaard, Granit Xhaka, Bukayo Saka, and that's about it. And not all of them have the ability to put the ball where Oba or Laka or any other person like a defense would want the ball to be from a set piece in order to make it to score. So that tells me the stats of this guy. I mean, you could see where he's at, all in the attacking half of the opponent. All the passes that he has made, it is across the field, it is across from here, it is through balls, it is corners, and 5 of those assists, 9 assists, that it came from set pieces. So he's got the ability to do things, and he's very versatile, pardon me, in that. Now the next player that I wanna sort of just wait on for a little bit is somebody that I've watched a video or two of him. Very intelligent player, a very technical minded player. He's an attacking player. He's got skill. He's got pace. He's got a balance of going up and coming back to defend, and we don't have that in either Martin Odegaard and the likes of what's his name, Ruben Neves, that we also are linked with. Now this guy is a French international, but let us just first take this out of the way, is that subscribe to the Guna Matters channel. Hit the notification bells for all the notifications. Yes, today was a bit of a confusion for many out there, because the time was 2:30, then it was 7:30, then it was 7:45, then it was 7:55, then it's now 8:10, and eventually I could go live. And I am sorry, I apologize, but please keep this channel afloat. So to all our fans out there, if you want to get in contact with me, you can get me on gunamatters@gmail.com. If you want to get involved with this channel, if you want to leave some comments afterwards, or even you want to just have a nice chat, you can ask questions. If you don't want to ask questions on the live comments, you can also email me. There's so many things that you can get involved with Guna Matters. But for now, subscribe, hit the notification, leave us a thumbs up, and let us get into the views, the likes of this channel. Now, this guy, I don't know if I pronounce his name properly. The reports are saying that Arsenal can repeat Samir Nasri transfer trick to find a cheaper BUENDIA alternative. With Martin Odegaard's loan set to expire this month, the Gunners will be in the market to find a new creative playmaker. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta and technical director Edu face a tough task this summer, with a huge squad overall potentially on the cards. The Gunners endured a torrid 2020 and 2021 season, finishing 8th in the Premier League in Arteta's first full season at the helm. Arsenal will likely find themselves cash-strapped as they failed to qualify for the Europa League last month. Now, we don't have Europa League access this coming season, nor do we have Champions League coming this season. And as per the reports are saying that Arsenal will likely find themselves cash-strapped as they failed to qualify for any European football for the first time in 25 years, as well as struggling with the financial implications of the pandemic. The Gunners scored just 55 league goals last term, less than newly promoted Leeds United, and Football.London understands they are in the hunt for an attacking midfielder in order to address their creative issues. With Norwich City Emmy BUENDIA one of the main targets to bring to the Emirates this season. However, despite a formal offer around 30 million for the midfield star from Arsenal, Football.London understands it is Aston Villa who currently lead the race for his signature. Here, Football.London details 3 cheaper options, which I have touched on. The first 2, and of course, Romain Faivre, if that is even a pronunciation that's correct. Romain Faivre. He's currently playing at Stade Brestois. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's short for Brest FC. Arsenal have a history of picking up excellent creative players from France, with Samir Nasri, Robert Perez, both joining from Marseille during Arsene Wenger's time in the hot seat, and they could repeat that transfer trick here. If the Gunners are looking to dip back into the League One to purchase another exciting French talent, Brest's Romain Faivre could be the perfect option. Faivre, who has a value of around £12 million according to Transfer Market, established himself as one of France's breakout stars last season, registering an impressive 6 goals and 5 in League One last term. The 22-year-old, who can be deployed on either flank as well as the number 10, managed 150 shot-creating actions throughout the 2021 campaign, 52 more than Arsenal player achieved in the same time frame. Now, he created 150 shots opportunities last term and created 52 more chances than any Arsenal player have. I know it's stats, I know it's speculations, and of course I know is he really gonna come? Now, in my opinion, if you look at his stats, his technical ability, corners is 11, crossing is 11, dribbling is 12, finishing is 8, first touch is 12, very important, free kick taking is 12, heading is 12, long shots is 10, long throws, which is 3, which I doubt he will do. His marking ability is 6, his passing rate is 13, his penalty taking is 11, his tackling is 6, his technique is 13. That is only his technical ability. Then his mental ability, his aggression is 8 or 10, anticipation is 8, he's brave, it's a rate of 11, his composure is 9, his concentration is smack bang on 10, his decision making is 11, his determination is 13, his flair is 12, his leadership is 10. Also, another thing that we can get on the pitch is having a leader. His off the ball rating is 11, his positioning is 7, teamwork is 11, his vision is 13, his work rate is 11, so he's working hard. So he's pretty much a complete overall average midfielder, and he's cheap. He's 12 million, especially now that we can't afford to fork out so many money. This guy, do yourself a favor. His name is Romain Faivre, or Faivre. Is that name on the first name there on top, and is the one in the middle with the red and white. Go look at his ability. Go look up I mean, he was also linked with Man United a few seasons ago. The reason why they wanted him is also because of his technical abilities, his speed, his passing abilities. He can score goals, he can take free kicks. So this guy is a youngster of 22-year-old. And how much more can we go for the market? So should we get all three of these guys, 11.7 million, 12 million, that is already 24 million. And then again, Olisi, well, there's no disclosed amount, but for a nice price. So for three players, you can get, and it's good attacking players, and I've looked up on them. I went and looked at their abilities, how they play. And of course, two of them has been playing in England for a while, which is Pereira and Olisi. And why can we not go for players that cheap? It's dirt cheap, and also have the talent they have. I mean, there's been talks on Cannon Fodder TV for a long while now. That's been saying we can look at the championship for good players. We can look at the championship for talented players. They're not expensive, but they're doable. And Arsenal at this stage have to build. Arsenal can't afford to get a star player and a player that is well known in Europe, a player that is well known for so many things. Arsenal have to build because we are a mid-table team at this stage. So we can't afford to look for players where we're going to spend 30-40 million for one player. If you look at Ruben Neves, he's a good player. In my opinion, I like the player. He's a great player. He's got good abilities to break down play. And as a defensive midfielder, he can score goals. He can pass a ball. His passing abilities is good. He can defend. He's still young, 24 years old. But do we need another defensive midfielder? No, we don't. We've got Partey. We've got Onene. And of course, Granit Xhaka, but he's on his way out. And we are linked with another box-to-box defensive midfielder in Yves Bissouma. Between the two, I would rather go for Yves Bissouma because of his mobility. Ruben Neves is more like-for-like player to Thomas Partey. We don't need the same two flat-footed players in the middle of the park. We need somebody that can station, and we need another to operate with the number 10, box to box, from line to line. There's so many things that this Yves Bissouma can bring across for us. The same for Ruben Neves, but I don't think Neves is worth the 34 million that they want for him. My question to somebody was, because these players want to leave their clubs, is Arsenal going to jump on the bandwagon just to get the players because of the lack of business they can do or they should do? I don't think Arsenal should just jump on a bandwagon because, I mean, we look like a circus. We are linked with Emi Buendia, we are linked with Ruben Neves, we are linked with Martin Odegaard, we are linked with Yves Bissouma, we have been linked with Zaha, we have been linked with these three guys. There's so many people that we have been linked with. Lindegaard, but again, yes, it can be all paper talk. It can be all a hype, creating a hype for all the fans, and that the media brings across all these things. That is what it is all about. But the reality is we can't just jump on a bandwagon if the player is available and he says that he would be keen to come to Arsenal. No, we can't do that. We need certain type of players. We need a left back to back Kieran Tierney. We need a right back for when if Bellerin should leave. We need an attacking midfielder. My strong opinion is Emil Smith Rowe is that player. You just need a strong backup because you will burn out if he doesn't get the sufficient rest or the managing of his fitness. But the technical director and the manager, they are all flabbergasted about the market out there. They want to get in somebody. That youngster has taken you. I mean, he's saved you from relegation. He saved you from embarrassment. Emil Smith Rowe. He saved you. The first game that he played against Chelsea in Boxing Day, he saved you. Now you want to go and get somebody ahead of him to better and strengthen your squad. Yes, you should, but don't throw away the ones that are really fought for the badge, because these guys seeing what's happening at Arsenal, they can get away with so many things. So I don't think Arsenal should jump on a bandwagon. Yes, I am guilty of reporting, and it's all speculation, and it's also sounding. It sounds very nice to look at certain players, especially players like these three guys with the talent that they possess. It's a good talent that they have. And the one in the middle with the red, Romain Fafra, he is a very brilliant player. But again, does Arsenal really mean business when it comes to buying players? The owner obviously said, pardon me, the owner obviously said that he's going to back the manager and the director, the technical director. But has he done it so far? I mean, we lost out on BUENDIA. I don't think BUENDIA is going to happen. It was never ours to begin with, but we fought a battle with Aston Villa for him. So the reports are saying that he's gone for a medical. Let's just go to the comments for the first time. Hi, Gary. DWTT says, hello, Glenwyn. Hello to you, Gary, and welcome. And thank you for faithfully watching when I'm live. I appreciate it, man. Feel free to share your channel's link on here. People can see who's supporting me. Gary is a very, very knowledgeable guy. I've seen him on Cannon Fodder. I've listened to his comments and his view on the game and of the club. So I like Gary. I like he's brilliant. Thank you, Gary. And he also says Arsenal needs partner for Partey and a right back, then depth at left back, goalkeeper, attacking midfielder, and a central defensive midfielder. Midfield, it should be that easy. I agree, Gary, and I mean the likes of Edu and Mikel Arteta, they're making it so difficult for themselves. Firstly, Edu has come out and said, I want Martin Odegaard, after he knew he can't buy Odegaard permanently. I mean, that guy has a release clause of about 301 million, 301 million release clause. Who the hell's got such a big release clause on his contract? And then for a technical director to say that I want him and he's going to try to make him permanent, that does not make sense. I mean, I said it earlier in the show that BUENDIA was linked with Arsenal in December, much cheaper, and at that point we could have gotten him for a loan deal and a clause that says after this loan deal over, we are able to buy him, or we stand a chance to buy him for the right price, and he can become an Arsenal player. How can you go make a deal with Real Madrid because we were desperate to get a player to support Emil Smith Rowe? How can you go and make a deal like that? You are shooting yourself in the foot, and to come out and promptly say that you want this player. He's going to try and get him. I doubt we will get him, even on a season-long loan. So I agree with you that it is simple and it's easy. It should be easy to get business done. I mean, here is 3 young players that are cheap, but if you go look and read up on them and go watch the videos that how they play, the technical ability they possess at that age, it is phenomenal. They're cheap. For the 3 of them, you can get the price of BUENDIA, for argument's sake. One player that possesses good quality, that possesses skill. He has got experience in the Premier League. He's got experience in goals and assists, and he can play against and stand tough against the likes of the Cities, the Spurs, the Liverpools, the Manchester Uniteds, the Chelseas. You can stand tough against those players in the middle. But he has got a 40 million price tag, where these 3 youngsters have each 12 million, 11.7 million. So you can easily get the 3 of them for about 30 odd million. So I don't know where Mikel Arteta comes from. Go around there. So yeah, I don't understand how and why and how they make business and do business. But nonetheless, that's just me. Gary is saying, is the Pereira behind you? If so, I like what he provides, but like you said, maybe Bellingham goes on loan. He needs a lot of football like ESR got. Yeah, Gary, it is Pereira. Mateus Pereira, it is him. I mean, brilliant player, also very technical, technically good, brilliant. Got pace, he's got stamina, he's got a work rate of note. He can score goals, he can create all sorts of pain for a defense. And he's only 11.7 million. Tried and tested, and also again he has good. It's a good deal. So yeah, Bellingham. I don't think Bellingham is gonna get any time or any minutes in the Premier League anytime soon, because he would have gotten that way long already. So yeah, I think the time has come for Arsenal to really look at how they do business. I mean, these guys are not doing anything to show that we can trust them as fans. We can't trust them, nor can we trust the owner. How can we trust the owner if he can't even back? How can we trust him if he can't even back the manager? There it says, you need to leave, get out. So get out of our club, man. Get out of our club. But nonetheless, guys, I'm not gonna go any further. Again, if you knew or haven't seen, if you haven't seen any of my content, you're welcome to subscribe to Guna Matters. Hit the bells for all the notifications, and also give us a thumbs up in terms of likes. There's another comment. Good evening, Guna Matters. Good evening, Canon Fodder TV. Alex, thank you. Welcome. Evening, Gary. Well, that's what Alex is saying. So yeah, just to wrap up a bit and bringing back what the segments was about, is that Romain Fofre, 12 million at Brest FC in France. The player has got the talent of note. He's got the ability to run at players. He's got the ability to pass. He's got the ability to score. He's talented. His technical ability is phenomenal. He has so much pace. He's got the balance to track back and defense. That is Romain Fofre. And then we've got a player, Mateus Pereira. He scored against Arsenal. He scored, I think, a couple of goals in the Premier League. 11 goals and 6 assists in only 33 league games. So he's also a very good player. Technical minded, he is good. I like him. And then, of course, another player that was also linked to Aston Villa, Michael Olise. He's playing at Reading currently. He's also very cheap. And I've showed this earlier on. He's got abilities to pass. 22-year-old. All the dots that you see, that is the shots that is done, that is made. All the stripes you see, that is the passing, and all the stars. There's 7 stars, and that is his goals. So, a player of that age in the championship is something that Arsenal needs. We don't need the likes of a player that is 34 million or 40 million. Ruben Neves that is 34 million. Odegaard that's got a release clause of 301. Where are we going? We look more likely than a circus. We're becoming clowns in the market. We're becoming clowns in the Premier League because of the stupid business that are performed by the director, the technical director. Why did we bring in a person like Richard Garlick? What has he done? I mean, he said that his first business he wanna do is to bring Emiliano Buendia to Arsenal. He has failed. His first opportunity to make a name for him, he has failed. Gary is saying, good show, Gunnar Matters. Can't wait for the next one. Thank you, Gary. You will be surprised what the next one will be. Good evening, Alex. Sorry I'm late. You're forgiven. I know you've got plenty to do. But I'm hearing the Xhaka to Roma deal is done. I can neither deny or confirm. Neither deny and confirm that. I haven't seen anything like that or heard it. And then Gary is saying, I hope so, Alex, but then I'm wary how much of that money is gone to USA before it's spent on players. Yeah, well, Gary, that is not going to come to us because, I mean, if that money would have has come to one of to buy players, then we probably wouldn't have had to deal with Aston Villa. Because now we're fighting against the Aston Villas and the Leeds and the lower ranked teams. We're fighting against them for players. I mean, yeah, it has been reported that, I think, I'm not sure if it is for real, but I saw a report that Edouard has been also claiming, it's been reported that he's going somewhere else. I can't remember where. I know, Gary, but we need to sell players as a priority. Worry about where the monies are going to after. The money is not coming here. The money is going to the Rams, LA Rams. Anyway, guys, I'm done. I'm concluding it. Yes, subscribe to Guna Matters. Again, hit the notification bell for all the notifications. And also, if you want to get a hold of me, you can reach me on gunamatters@gmail.com. That is gunamatters@gmail.com. If you want to get involved with Guna Matters, you can get me on gunamatters@gmail.com. Gary is saying losing Xhaka means we have Partey and El Nene as our defensive mids. Alistair Umbral. Hey, good evening, Alistair. How are you, man? Good evening, Guna Matters. Awesome, sir. Nice, man. Thank you for that. Thank you. Alistair, I saw you on Facebook. I think you're on Facebook with us. Thank you for the view. Thank you for the likes. I've got 4 viewers and 4 likes. Thank you, guys. I mean, I've learned from the best, and he always said, even if it's just my mother watching, then he'll be okay with it. So bigs up to 4 of you guys. If it's only the 4 of you, thank you. But without any further ado, I have to say goodbye, guys, and watch out for the next segment. It will come soon, and I will feature somebody on there. But thanks a lot. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your interaction. Alistair is saying, you're welcome, sir. Thank you, my man. Thank you. So, guys, have a blessed evening. Have a blessed week further. And please be safe out there. And please stay safe. Be a mask up, social distance, and, of course, sanitize wherever you go. Cheers.